All right.
Can we pee on camera if necessary?
Yeah, you could swivel that chair around and piss down a White Claw can if you really want to.
I was hoping to maybe just piss all over your electronics.
I'd be a little upset. Probably a little bit upset.
Maybe in the Taco Bell cup with all your questions.
We'll take the questions out first. All right.
We'll make like question soup with my piss.
Question soup. Question-bet soup.
Yeah. Alphabet soup with whatever stoner questions you have in your fucking Taco Bell cup.
I think it's stoner questions in my Taco Box, man. My Taco Bell. Is it because it's in the Taco Bell cup? You assume
no, it's because questions? This is your podcast, and I'm gonna assume everything has something that's drug related and getting and. And
yeah.
It's not hating. I love that stuff.
Yeah, some episodes of the podcast, the only thing that's drug related is me. You know, sometimes we talk about
you got
serious
me on
stuff.
the podcast, buddy. So.
No, today it's all drug related, probably. You know, yeah, sometimes I'll be talking about something serious, and I'm just secretly on half a gram of mushrooms. And, you know, we're talking business over here.
I should have snorted some ketamine before this. That would have been a lot of fun.
Yes.
Actually, that probably would have been the worst podcast. I would have been like falling asleep in my chair.
Yeah, falling asleep in your chair. Hey, wait. Let's introduce the podcast, and then we'll talk about ketamine. All right, guys. Today, welcome to the Duke It Out podcast. I am your host, Duke Watson. As you know, if you see this show, that's
I am
how
his
it goes.
son, Stone Orion Watson.
Yep, that's my son over there. No, this is comedian Miki Janosi, my friend. He features at the Funny Stop, and you can see him up at Hilarities in Cleveland and sometimes at the Improv. If you're just listening today to the audio version and you want to know what he looks like a 5-5 high school football coach of an all-running football team.
I look like Butterbean with diabetes right now because I shaved my beard. I fucked up. I tried to trim my mustache, and I trimmed it about like here. And then I was like, all right, I'll just even it out. And then I got the other side, and I was like, I have like like a split between like a Hitler mustache and then like, I don't know, like an old cabaret manager in like the 1920s. You know, like those pencil thin. Yeah, it was a weird look. And then like a full beard, and I wasn't gonna rock the Abraham Lincoln. So now I just look like a lima bean.
See, I think you look like you coach a football team that wins 5 games a year, but also like you're not like.
But
great.
like
your schedule's not
my kid's on the team, but I always bench him and I beat him when I go home.
Yes, that's exactly the coach you are. But your team's a running team.
I'm like twice divorced. Go stay with your whore mother in the house that I paid for, while we go win a ring.
I just feel like your team doesn't
for the
pass,
junior
though.
varsity. It's the Tigers around here.
Yeah, the Black Tigers. We're in Cuyahoga Falls right now.
It's the Black Tigers?
Yeah.
It's not just the Tigers?
No, it's the Black Tigers.
Oh, that must have happened, you know, when... what's the opposite of gentrification? Cause
Dude, have you...
Cuyahoga Falls used to be like an all-white community. Like,
I mean, they used to call it Caucasian Falls.
Yeah.
But
somebody just walked in.
Yeah, what's going on here?
You gonna go investigate?
Yeah, I think I am. I mean, I had to have a key to get in that door, but I'm going to see what's going on. So we'll take a pause real quick. Dang it. I don't even know who they are, dude. Who listens to this podcast? I don't know who listens to this podcast.
I was hoping that was maybe your friends.
Maybe.
No? Maybe it's just like some random like kids in Sweden or some shit.
Yeah, I got some like email from someone in Texas one time. It was like, I check out your show all the time. I was like,
dude, people must love
You're
that.
awesome.
Like underground. This is like underground podcast, dude.
That tastes so good.
Yeah, I don't remember the flavor.
Is this is dispensary cart? No. Yeah, dispensary cart. It's got that real weed flavor to it that I really enjoy.
Button is like, yeah.
Dang it.
Oh fuck.
See, vertically, I hear is better for those things. I'm gonna have one of these blackberry ones too. I hear that vertically, keeps them in better condition. but I don't know if that's true or not.
I think it does, because then the wax doesn't get stuck in the mouthpiece.
Yeah, for all you guys who don't know how to use your pens at home,
Keep your pens upright.
stand them upright. You don't want to be out here not.
You don't want to be wasting your oil.
Yeah.
You don't want it all over your pants and in the mouthpiece.
Oh, that is the worst. When you get a.
You gotta try to, yeah.
That's the sound I make when I suck out of it.
Yeah, you don't want it's because people like fucking they try to suck way too hard every single time they hit the pen, and it's like I hate that shit. I don't even want to touch a clogged pen.
You don't want you wouldn't touch one if like it was necessary though.
I will. I just don't want to.
Yeah. Because
I'm just like I love to bitch and complain. So if something isn't like perfect.
See, that's why
like if someone hands me their pen and it's clogged, I'm like, God, what are you, a fucking animal? Like, can you not wait 2 seconds and just suck it like a normal person?
Dude, what was it? I just hit that pen and I forgot everything that's going on. Are we even doing a podcast right now?
Yeah, we're just having a conversation again.
We're just holding these really close, these phallic
yeah,
figures
you're
really close to our mouth.
You're like here with it.
I like to rest it.
You like to put your mouth on it.
Yeah, I kind of do. That's why I use this one every time, you know.
Do you ever pay attention to how comics hold the microphone?
I've seen some people hold it weird, but I don't notice like every single comic.
Some comics annoy me when they hold it like they have to hold it here. It's like has to be under the chin, and they have to like all their deliveries. I'm talking about like ones you see on like Instagram and shit. They're like always like that. Or like there's the guy that like
I like that.
He holds the microphone here.
I like the finger. You kind of look like this is almost the one finger. It's almost like this is the cover of the episode for sure.
This is
almost like
this is how I write my one.
It's almost like Pinky Up. It's almost like Pinky Up of comedy. You know, Pinky Up teacup of comedy. The one finger on the mic and the angle.
What do you think about people that slap their knee with the mic?
If it's, I feel like there's a funny time for it.
Yeah, you know when that is? When you're Dave Chappelle. Everybody else needs to stop slapping your fucking knee with the mic.
Oh, you're talking about actually like.
Oh my God! Like after a punchline, you'll hear a slap. I hate that shit, dude.
Yeah, maybe if you're doing crowd work and you're on the stool and you're good at crowd work and you're laughing so hard you can't and you're just instinctual. Because I'm a knee slapper.
Yeah, you're a knee slapper.
Like if you get me laughing really hard, I will
slap with the hand
that
is not holding the microphone.
Good point. Yeah. I like that you have enough faith in me that you think I can like control.
Decipher which hand you slap with.
Yeah. See? Yeah. Just by that sentence, you had too much faith in me.
I got faith in you, Duke.
Yeah.
I really do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I got into an argument about faith on Facebook.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's the only thing that can get me mad.
How did it get started?
It was just someone being negative with using Christianity to come at another person.
What did they say?
I'm not going to get into too specifics here because like
you
people
have
might know.
40 listeners on your podcast.
Yeah,
and one of them is going to be this Christian lady.
No, they came at gay people.
Oh, they came at gay people. Well, that's a given. It's either going to be gay or trans.
They posted negatively about gay people using a Christian. Like he quoted Leviticus, which is
what did Leviticus say?
Leviticus is the like craziest part of the Bible.
Thou shalt not be a pillow biter.
They pretty much said like laying with another man is an abomination, and I went to that same page of the Bible and got a picture of like it's also an abomination to eat shellfish.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you've had crab before, you know, like.
Yeah.
You're going right
I
with
bet
them.
you have had crab before, and I bet you have also had gay sex.
But like that's the only thing that'll make me mad is like a Christian using the Bible to be mean. Like that's the opposite of what faith is supposed to be.
Yeah, I think all religions are pretty fucking dumb. I mean, I think that they were necessary to like build civilization,
society,
and make people because like
a moral system.
To make some sort of a moral system because like the
used to
reality,
put people's heads on sticks.
Yeah, well, I mean, the general like people are all retarded to one degree or another, and I don't mean like individually. I don't mean like in like a Down syndrome way. I mean like we're all selfish, small-minded, like short-minded people. So like in order to get society to kind of like all fucking think the exact same, how the Illuminati gets us to buy everything, you need religion, But like I think that it's kind of outdated now. And I just hate the Bible. Everyone always talks about the Bible. Like, can Muhammad say, like, I don't know, anti-Semitic thing or like a anti-gay thing every once in a while? Like, can someone reference another shitty book other than just the Bible? Because it's just such a dumb book.
Yeah, maybe you don't hear about it a lot here, but I think Muhammad probably the Quran there. I'm pretty sure they have a couple things in there that are no gays.
Yeah,
they don't even let women show their ankles.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're really pro-gay because they hate women so much.
I don't think they accept gays over there.
I don't think so either. But wouldn't that be funny?
It would be funny. They're like, fuck women, but also like, fuck men, Go ahead.
I'm just like trying to imagine a bunch of gay Muslims. Because gay dudes hate women too. Like it's not like just straight men. They hate women so they hate women so much.
They won't even be with one.
Yeah.
No, that's if you ever want to talk crap.
I have a gay
girlfriend. Have a gay friend.
Yeah, I have a gay friend, and anytime we're at like a bar or something, and he gets like shitty service from a woman, like he goes off. Like not to the bartender, but like
to you,
to me, and it's just like you could tell the hatred of. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We just got to come together with the gays.
Yeah, we need the boys to come together with the gays, and we got to stop these ladies.
And we need to start
power.
A parade.
No, we need a boys/gays parade. Oh my gosh, that'd be sick. The boys and the gays just having a parade. I would go to that parade.
That's just a gay parade, Duke.
What about the boys?
The boys are in the gay parade.
Yeah, we're adding the boys to the gay parade. That'd be sick. You don't think that'd be sick? Just
Why
like
don't we
Nelk,
just invite
Nelk and a bunch of
yeah. The Nelk kids go to
Steve will
a
do
bunch
it's
of,
literally just like snorting edibles on his float.
They're like blowing coke out of each other's assholes.
Oh my gosh. Who's super Oh man, I'm trying to think of who's like the boy like literally there's just a float. It's just a floating Ryan Reynolds.
What the boys would like?
Yeah, the boys would just have, and I bet you the gays would also appreciate a giant Ryan Reynolds float.
It would probably be like, I don't know. I was gonna say like, fuck, dude, who do they get along with a lot? Like, it's just a Donald Trump, like a big Donald Trump float.
Gay Donald Trump.
A gay Donald Trump.
Gay Donald Trump. Dude, honestly,
have you ever watched Kyle Dunnigan's videos on trans Trump?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, they're fucking.
I know Kyle Dunnigan's hilarious, but I've only seen clips. I should just follow. I don't know why I don't follow him. I've seen clips from other people sharing his stuff.
His
Trump impersonation is hilarious. I've watched.
He makes the best.
His Rogan's too. I love him on Rogan.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Wait,
he used to.
What do you mean a Joe Rogan float?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. How do we miss that?
Doing a podcast with shoot, what's his name?
With RuPaul.
No, I was going Alex Jones. Him and Alex Jones are just doing a 4-hour podcast on the float. That's it. They're just talking, and there's just a group of the boys just like following the float, like sliding along the side of the parade, trying to listen to the podcast live. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I told you the boys gays collab parade. Everyone's wearing Supreme.
And destroy these fucking women.
Yeah. We schedule
with their vaginas.
We schedule it on the opposite side of town, same day as the women's parade.
Yeah.
No one's showing up to the women's parade. They're at the boys' parade. The boys and the gays.
The boy-mosexuals.
The boy-mosexual parade. Oh my gosh. Can we get this going?
Yeah,
Do you think all 50 of our listeners, all 35 of you guys, all 7 of you guys come along and do this parade with us. We could get together a float.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's at least one gay person, so like it's not just like the boys. Watch, I don't have any like the boys listeners. The boys are like, this is a dumbass.
But you have all gay listeners.
That'd be sick.
And then they're like, yeah, we're going to do this.
They probably know the boys. They probably know some of the boys.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing comedy? Yeah, sorry.
What a great transition. Yeah.
So
I think
that's how I transition on stage. I don't even tell it.
I'm going to be so a little bit over like 5.5 years.
Wow, that's so crazy. I'm almost a year in, and I feel like so much different than 8 months, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. Like it felt so different, so quick. Does it still feel like that every like couple months, or is it like every year like you feel like you've changed a lot now?
I think it's hard to really like notice your own changes. I feel like you have to have people acknowledge those changes to you.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
when you
part of
start
it.
noticing when like somebody comes up to you and they're like, you've gotten so much better in the last year, and then just shit like that. But
Yeah, I'm not only talking about better, but I'm also talking about like how I come up with jokes, how comfortable I feel. That changes so much for me all the time. Like I get
how did you used to come up with jokes, and how do you do them now?
I used to like just come up with a thing and tell that one line thing real quick. Now when I come up with a thing, I actually am able to try and like think on that idea to expand it a little bit way better than I just really started going back and listening to old sets and expanding on ideas that I just touched on for like one line, you know?
But do your ideas come to you randomly, or do you?
They still come to me randomly. But
Yeah,
how I can
my
develop
ideas
them.
all come to me randomly.
Yeah.
All my ideas are just notes in my phone, and then sometimes I'll. I think the biggest thing that changes throughout your time is being more comfortable with your delivery and how you normally talk. Because like I have jokes that bombed the first couple of years that I did comedy, then I gave up on them, then I brought them back, and then they would do well. And then with the opposite, you'd have jokes that used to do well, then you try them, and then they kind of
Yeah, because
fade out.
I've even had this thing where like I'd have a joke, at least recently because I've been going back and listening to my early stuff. I'd have like a joke that I'd have like a little bit of an idea on, and I'd like say a 30-second little bit on it, and I'll listen to it and I won't think about it, and then I'll listen to it like 2 months later, I won't think about it. Then like 2 months later I'll be like, holy crap, here's the second half of that bit. Now I have a minute on that subject. And it comes like it doesn't come when I'm at like any point when I'm trying to think about it. It's like for some reason this bit that I told 4 months ago comes into my head, and it's like, oh, there's more.
Yeah, and then you just try to expand on stuff. Sometimes, have you ever had an idea that sits in your head and you don't write it down, but like you remember that idea, and then you forget it, and then it comes back like months later, and you're like, oh shit, that fucking idea, and then you're like, I'm gonna give this shit a try, and then you do it, and it does well.
Yeah, ideas are so freaking weird like that. They don't like where no one knows where they come from. An idea just pops into your head, and you have it, and you're like, I'm gonna remember this. And then like tomorrow, you're like, I swear I had an idea before. You're like, I don't know anything about it.
You completely forget it, and then it just like
A bunch of
reminds you again. It's like, hey, I'm still out there.
Yeah,
you should try this dick joke.
Yeah, because that's all the jokes are. It's all dick jokes. If you come see my set, it's just 5 minutes of dick.
Yeah,
and that's twice as much as you'd get if you were my girlfriend.
I don't even know like my jokes. Abortion. That's like probably my strongest jokes. Like my abortion.
Oh my gosh,
joke.
your abortion jokes at at Barmacy.
And then there's some like stoner jokes. Just me getting high with my dog.
Yeah.
And
I love your dab joke.
you know when I first started, everything was me bitching about my girlfriend at that time, who is my ex now. But that was like my beginning of comedy. Was I wanted to be Anthony Jeselnik so bad.
Really?
Oh my god, that was like the first person I saw. I was like, I want to be able to do what he's doing. I like when he one of my favorite jokes is like, my body is a temple, but only because it hates Palestine. Shit like that, like words and phrases that you've heard throughout your life. You don't know really where they're from. They're just like these, phrases like yeah. And then you switch it to make it a fucked up joke. Like, I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is fun. I like that. That's good. I loved I think it was during the Rubber City Fest. We were at Pharmacy on the first night of Rubber City Fest, and you went into your abortion bit, and this lady was like, no. She didn't like it. She was like, no, you can't abort anything. And then you crowd worked with her, and then by the end of your abortion bit, she was crying laughing.
Yeah, because I just think, I don't know, people are I honestly think most people are pro-choice. Like, I think it's like 80% of people are pro-choice. And then there's just a very small percentage. And it's not like, I mean, if we can get into like my real opinion, it's like, it's not like our votes matter. You know, like they have their fucking agenda that they are running. Like we have a Democratic president, but the whole fucking, Supreme Court's Republican. Like they were planning on taking this shit so long ago, and really it was like, I think after RPG died, and it was just, anyways, beyond the point. Most people are pro-choice, but it doesn't matter. Whatever the establishment wants is what's going to happen.
I don't know if most people are pro-choice. I think there's probably a big portion of people who aren't. But also, I think most people, if you were talking with them in person, and you were like, "What about this situation?" Like, most people are reasonable, but I don't know if most people would define themselves as pro-choice, but I feel like most people are realistically reasonable when it comes down to an actual thing, or if it was in their direct family and their direct thing, they'd probably think so differently. There's so many people that they say they'll argue this thing, but if it happened to them, what would you really do? I don't. So many people give input on things that they've never had any actual experience having that in their life. I feel like, especially with abortion. Like, I feel like a lot of people are.
Well, it's mostly men making these laws about women. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know. That was the one thing that I was like, you know what, I kind of do want to lean into this a little bit. But
that was hilarious. I couldn't believe you had the balls to go at someone who was saying they didn't like that from the start. And then you talked to her, you joked with her to the point where she was thinking your abortion bit was the funniest thing she's probably ever heard, because you changed her first mood was, I'm shutting down, and you brought her back into the comedy show. And that was something that when I watched that, I was like, that is really cool.
She was the third and only person there as well. So
besides the comics in the back. Yeah. It was just us in the back and those two people and two other people at that point.
I think it really was that table. Yeah, it was two tables. That was
two couples too.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think she was just saying well, I have kids, and I was like, yeah, but no one's trying to abort your kids.
Yeah. Yes. That's what it was.
That's lady, no one wants to touch your kids. Your kids are fine.
Well,
some kids just need to, get sucked out and not live.
Hey, dude, there's a lot of people.
Most people need to die too. There's a lot of people that need to die. I think that we're it's crazy in America how anti-death we are here. Okay, because so a lot of people's whole thing about abortion is, the baby's it's God's will that this baby lives, right? It's this whole thing. Then why have life support?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it God's will that baby can live? Why can't this dude? Okay,
no, dude. If you got
why can't this person die? It's we just don't want to accept death ever, and it's You gotta die, dude. We all gotta die. It's just how it happens.
Yeah.
It's the equalizer.
It's
everything dies.
And that makes
everything dies.
Everything dies. And that's why I don't like the negative perception of death, because death, sure, death's gonna I'm done, whatever. But
yeah, we're all done.
Yeah.
We're fucked, dude.
But I feel like death is what makes anything worth anything. If the earth was going to be here forever and ever, and we all lived forever and ever, what's the point of anything? Is there even a point to anything? death makes everything.
Death fuels life.
It makes everything have meaning, though. It puts meaning.
Like even at the most simplistic form, like something dies, right? And you got a dead
Your
body.
flowers in the spring.
It doesn't matter if it's a person's body, a deer's body. There's a carcass. The fucking earth soaks up that shit and makes it into fucking whatever the fuck soil is, like all this dirt and enzymes and shit, and then a plant grows out of it. Everything, like, everyone dies. We all die for a reason. We are all supposed to go right back into this fucking thing, dude.
So, dude,
I think we gotta all. That's like why I hate like funerals, like and the people that have like open caskets and stuff, and then they like get buried. Like all the chemicals that they put in people.
I was about
to
to
like
go there.
just to like look at this dead body is so detrimental to like soil and shit, and it can like pollute water. It's so disgusting. It's like realistically, what we should do is when we die,
I want to be absorbed back into the earth.
Yeah, we should just dig a hole and then just push the body. I mean, I know it doesn't look good. Yeah. Right, it's not as nice as putting a casket down and having a whole flower thing.
Hey,
but we should
in a wood
all...
box. Just don't put like a bunch of polish and paint on it. Just regular old wood. Put them in a wood box. The wood decomposes too.
I think the problem is that people decompose so quickly, so everyone wants to see this body of this person that used to live because they all want to say goodbye. So that's why they got to put the chemicals in there. Because if you don't do that and you just have the dead body, like that shit is going to smell and decompose. So we should all just stop doing that.
Yeah.
Put up a bunch of pictures, flowers, whatever.
Videos.
And then what we should really do is we should just like dig a hole and just kick the person in there. Everyone should have like a mob burial.
Yes.
Like just a shallow grave. Just kick them in.
You could shove.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not want to get that smell on your arms. You might want to just put your boots.
Oh, you could. Yeah, you could shove them in.
Shovel. You could get a shovel and like kind of pry.
You could cut them up and put them in different holes.
Yeah.
Who gives
all
a
their
shit?
Favorite places. Bury
we're
a
all
little
dead.
bit of them in every favorite place.
Are you an organ donor?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Is that I didn't know that was a thing that was like a big deal.
You know what's funny? Is there's like this argument against organ donors is that we don't know what happens to our body after it dies, and like there have been these like different cases where like they'll put them in like they'll be testing like bombs out for war, and then they'll have like bodies to see like how a body would react to the explosion or whatever, like it's in a car and to test it all out. And people are like, why would you want like that to happen to your body? Or like there was like that one guy that he like took a bunch of organ donors, I think, and he cut them up and turned them into like sewed them together and like made these like Franken people. It was like some guy in Arizona, I think. Do you remember that story?
Isn't it like some weird, like it was his weird art form? He like took the organ donors' bodies.
I like how you called it an art form. Yeah, I guess it is. It's kind of like taxidermy,
sculptures, right?
I don't think he was making sculptures. I think he was just fucked in the head. Like I think he was like he had like a box of like dicks, I think, and like then he had like a box of heads. But anyways, my point is, if
organ donors,
yeah,
you can just buy organ donor body parts.
Well, I don't think you. I think he like had a business that got the bodies.
Oh,
like he set up a business to get organ donors' bodies, and then he just like fucked around with them, and he just like made these little Franken people, and he just like what I'm trying to say is like even if that happened to my body, really wouldn't care.
Yeah, there's no
throw me in a car and blow me up. I don't give a shit. I'm dead.
I want to be.
Why do we have to like see? It's fucking nuts.
What I want to do is I want my body to be like taken to like a nice valley, a downward slope. Don't even bury me. Just take me to the top of the hill and like push me down. Make sure there's like some nature in the area. So like a coyote will eat me like asshole first, and just I'll be gone. The birds will peck at me. They'll peck my eyeballs out. And
I was gonna say, I think what would probably eat you would be like birds and buzzards and stuff. I don't know about
coyotes are scavengers too.
They'll eat just like dead bodies and shit.
They'll eat some dead stuff. Yeah, and let's see. The fun thing about coyotes is coyotes, dogs, and a lot of a lot of animals like crocodiles and stuff, they don't want to waste all the energy like breaking through your bones from the start. So first thing they're gonna eat is that tender asshole area, and so I get my ass ate after death, and
That's pretty cool.
yeah, even if I if I don't accomplish it in life,
When you die,
I'll get it.
something's gonna eat your asshole.
Yes, that'd be nice, dude.
Might not be your girlfriend now,
but
but
someday.
I mean, honestly, wouldn't you rather have a crocodile eat your dead asshole than your girlfriend eat your live asshole?
I'm curious.
I would feel bad. I feel like I'd have to shave my asshole for
I
that.
do.
Yeah, you shave your asshole?
You don't?
No,
Really?
no.
It's not very much like you don't have to make it look cleanly shaven because no one's really seen it. But I like to take my razor that I do all the ball care with, and I don't even like
You take a razor?
Yeah.
Like an electric razor or like a
regular old razor.
Oh, you like shave your nuts with a razor?
Yeah.
You don't find that do a lot of like wait, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Do a lot of your friends like shave their ball like do you cover your balls in shaving cream?
No.
And then no, so you just dry
Soap, usually.
soap.
I'll soap it up and do it in the shower.
You'll soap it up and you'll shave your nuts with like a razor that you would shave a face with.
Yeah.
Man, that seems dangerous. How many times have you nicked your nuts? I mean, they're like, nuts are.
I got a nice razor, dude. I got a Gillette Fusion. It goes side to side. It's got the like swivel on it. I've never really nicked myself.
You've never nicked yourself shaving your nuts.
Yeah. I like to use the electric.
See, I'll just trim with an electric shaver.
I like the
but
electric
you
trim.
literally.
So I like the electric trim for above.
You shave your nuts and asshole.
Yeah, I do. Cause see. Let me go here and tell you why. Well, the nuts
To the listeners
it's a gentleman's
the
move.
Duke It Out podcast.
Here's why
Your
I shave my
host shaves his nuts and his asshole like the same way that like a man in the 50s would shave his face before work. Like you've got Don Draper gooch. Like that's what you have.
The gooch is clean. You can get that. And so I don't even like
I can't believe you've never cut yourself doing that.
I don't it's hard. I feel like a razor's made not to cut you. Don't try and do too much, don't go crazy with it. Take your time.
I feel like
It's almost like a craft.
Your like nuts are like the same as like you ever have those globes that have like the little spots for the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the texture of nuts. Like there's so many crevices and stuff. I just
Your
I
nuts,
wouldn't want to.
but see the thing.
But
is your
why?
nuts are
Okay,
very-
why do you shave your nuts?
Just
To have them shaven
as a gentlemanly deed.
as a gentlemanly deed.
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend like to suck your nuts?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'd like her to.
No, that's does she suck your nuts or not? Mine does not suck my nuts, so I'll be upfront. What about your girlfriend sucks your nuts?
I'm not gonna say this on YouTube.
Yeah, you are.
So
Hypothetically.
so why I shave my asshole?
Okay,
is-
but your girlfriend eats your asshole. That's why you shave it.
No, I shave my asshole because it cuts down on swamp butt sweat. You sweat less when you have less hair in your crack.
Mm-hmm.
So I just take the razor once and I go 2 swipes on the left cheek, like just get inner cheek, left cheek, right cheek. I don't go directly. I don't try and like get around the asshole, Left cheek, right cheek. I get the bushiness off. I don't do it very often. I do it every couple weeks, I get it off and then cuts down on butt sweat and TP.
Mm-hmm.
Your butthole is in general cleaner. And don't you want to have the cleanest butthole possible?
Yeah, well, that's why I wipe my ass every time I get out of the shower, and you always get a little bit of something that you never knew before. That's like not using wet wipes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've used wet wipes too before. I'm a thorough wiper.
That's good. I like to wipe well as well.
Yeah.
I like to do my best.
Well, you don't even wipe. You shave. You shave the shit after every time you take a shit. Instead of wiping your ass, you shave your asshole because it makes it cleaner.
That's exactly what I do. I trim all of. Yeah.
Do you have hair on your butt cheeks?
Yeah.
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 God, your ass probably looks so funny. You got like you got like a hairy cheeks, and then you just have this asshole
You're not gonna
that
ass crack and
yeah.
spread it for you.
But wait, your asshole isn't entirely clean shaven.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You just give it a 1 cheek, 2 cheek swipe.
Yeah.
So you've got these like peach fuzz butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And then you have this like hack job shaven asshole.
Yes, I do a half-ass asshole shake. That's what it looks like.
You have like remember in Jackass when they used to walk up behind somebody and they had the electric shaver and they would just take like a chunk out of their hair? That's your asshole.
That's my asshole. Yes, that's exactly
Your
what
asshole looks like Wee Man's head in Jackass 1.
Wee Man's head in Jackass 1. Yeah, that's probably what my asshole. Yeah.
And then
I
you
feel
got
like
these,
that's
and then you got these,
disrespectful to Wee Man.
these
What did Wee Man
completely.
ever say to you?
Well, he got his head buzzed in the
I
first.
You just said he looks like my asshole, though.
Yeah. No, I think your asshole looks like Wee Man. I think Wee Man came before your asshole.
It's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah, he's older than your asshole.
Yeah. I mean, he came before my
You
asshole. He came
have
in my
a
asshole.
midget asshole.
I got a midget with a messed up head cut ass. Haircut ass. Yeah, head cut. Oh. Okay. I have to pee. Really bad.
Wait.
Before
You pee.
I'll hold it.
So, what about pubes above like your dick? You got pubes,
Trimmed, yeah.
Trimmed?
Yeah.
but your balls
Clean.
are
And the base? The base?
yeah.
Complete.
You gotta. I believe
do
in
hard
shaving
work
the
on the
base. The base is very important.
Yes. I don't have a big enough dick where I
You
can't.
need. Hey,
yeah, I have
nobody
to shave
does.
the base.
Nobody does. It makes it look so much better.
Yeah.
It really does.
I have
It's
to shave the base.
You gotta shave the base. I believe in shaving the base.
Okay.
We agree on shaving the base. Now the nuts, I think, is kind of like
It's wishful
insane.
thinking. It's wishful thinking for sure.
So she doesn't do it. And you're like, well, what if I shave them? Would you suck them then?
Yes.
And then, do you ever like try to like trick her into it? Like you guys are just sitting there, and then maybe you just like put your shaven nuts. You're like, oh, oops, those landed on the countertop.
Yeah, give her
Those are on your cup that you were about to drink out of.
Give her the old Akron bifocals.
Yeah.
Just drop
Give her
it
a
on.
nice Roman helmet.
A Roman helmet.
Yeah.
What's that one?
That's where you put balls over the eyes, and then the dick goes down.
Oh yeah,
the nose
that's
like
the
a
same
Roman
thing as the
helmet.
Akron bifocals.
Okay.
Same exact.
I think the Roman helmet's more universally known than the
Yeah.
Akron bifocals.
the Akron
but
bifocals is someone locally made that
That's
up.
yeah, probably one of your friends that you went to school with.
Dude, I didn't write it. I swear. I didn't put that on there. I didn't put it on Urban Dictionary. Okay. No, I didn't.
Did you used to watch fucked up videos in middle school?
Yeah. Of course.
What was like some insane shit you used to watch?
Insane shit?
Mhm.
I used to watch like weird dumb shit. I mean, like everyone's seen Two Girls, One Cup. Like we all watched that.
Yeah,
in
we
middle
all
school.
watched Two Girls One Cup.
That was a good one.
What about Mr. Hands? Did you ever see that?
I have seen a little bit of Mr. Hands.
Yeah, that dude got fucked in the ass to death by a horse.
Yeah.
And he was
did.
like, "Hold on, let me turn my camera on."
Yeah.
Like that's what when I said earlier that people are retarded. That's what I'm talking about. Like this guy tried to get fucked in the ass by a horse. Like he probably didn't have a mental disability. It looked like he owned a farm. This is a pretty successful guy,
Yeah.
and he still thought
We all
that
have our
he could.
kinks.
And he gets died by getting fucked in the ass by a horse. That's
And
that's
they
why
probably,
you need
and
religion.
They probably filled his body with formaldehyde after
Yeah.
that and preserved his ass.
Yeah.
They preserved that ruptured anus. So no, so nothing.
It just kept leaking out. They
Yeah.
were like, "We have to tape up
no
his
coyote
butthole."
could get that
Yeah.
already pre-mashed potatoes right there.
You couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't go feed it to a crocodile. What if that same horse ate his ass afterwards?
Dude, wait. Oh my gosh, I had a
That was
Mr.
like my favorite thing as a kid, was watching like fucked up.
As
videos.
fucked up shit as you could
Finding that like that. Me and my friends would all have a competition. We'd all get at the lunch table together, and we'd be like, "All right, what did you find?"
Yeah.
Someone would be like, "The BME Pain Olympics." Do you know what that shit is?
No.
Dude, that is wild. This dude cuts his own dick off. It's gnarly.
Oh, you know what? I've heard about it, but I've never seen it myself.
I don't even know if it's real. I haven't watched it as an adult, but like
I think it was
stuff like that was like my nostalgic childhood, is like finding the most fucked up video you could find on the internet and then just sharing it all with your friends. Like, hey, you want to watch someone put the heel of a heel in the boyfriend's dick hole? You ever seen that? Where I think it was Kids in the Sandbox. This
How much
lady
in the dick
takes.
hole?
Oh wait, no. She puts a dildo in his dick hole.
That's a
It was a
dick hole.
huge dick hole. Huge dick hole. Like, he would probably be the only person that would like
think he
comfortably
shaved
pass
it?
a kidney stone.
You think he
He shaved his dick hole. He probably only gave it like a one side, two side if he did shave his dick hole.
Okay, I'm gonna pee myself, man. I'm gonna pee myself.
All right, yeah, go take
Sorry,
a piss.
I should have peed before the podcast like you. I didn't do a smart move. So we both went and shaved our assholes in the bathroom. I got his, he got mine, and we're back.
Yeah, I had to just pick up all the lost room from the one swipe on each side.
Yeah.
So
See, yours was a little bit of work.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since that yard's been trimmed.
I don't even know the last time it's even been trimmed. Duke had to go get a weed whacker from his dad and start it up
Get a weed whacker and get in there.
and and chop and edge my asshole.
Yeah, it looks good now though.
It's
It
got
looks-
edges.
Yeah, so if your girlfriend watches this podcast, I don't think she will. She probably
No.
won't. If your girlfriend watches this podcast, just know though, his asshole looks great right now. This could be the time if you catch him right out the shower.
And if your girlfriend watches this podcast, as I know she might,
She might.
suck his balls, please. Just suck Duke's balls. He's been shaving him so long for you. He's been trying to put his balls into your mouth for quite some time. I can't do ball sucking. I'm too ticklish.
You're too ticklish.
Oh my god, I will laugh so hard if someone sucks my balls. I've tried it with like blowjobs where you get like a ball suck, and I swear to God, like I just go like I'm like, oh, that tickles. Stop. Stop.
Oh
That's
my-
that. Don't do that. Those are my balls.
I'm a little bit that way with the tip.
Yeah.
So you can't just go. You gotta.
You
just go
gotta,
in on
yeah.
that. You can't just go in on that, or I'm gonna go. Woo!
Yeah. Those are the noises that Duke and I make when we're really excited about to come. And go, oh
Woo!
no! Don't do that.
This will go really good on TikTok. Just us going.
Sorry about getting our balls sucked, but seriously, that would be the sound I would make. I'd be like, hey,
What'd you become
I'm like like an Asian student.
All right, I got questions from you. For you. They're from a
got
Taco Bell cup.
Questions
Yeah.
from your
The day I wrote.
fortune taco.
The day from my fortune taco. The day I wrote these questions, I got some questions off the internet. I wrote a few, and I put them in the nearest receptacle I had, which was a Baja Blast I had earlier that day. So I've got some questions for you. What's your favorite smell that isn't described as like a good smell? Like not something
My
something
favorite
something they don't
smell?
sell a candle of. What's your favorite smell that someone wouldn't buy a candle of? That's your like secret favorite smell.
I want to say pussy, but that's so stupid. But it is.
Well, we all kind of do.
We all love the smell of pussy.
Like a girl might not. She's like, oh.
Like, why would someone sniff panties if they didn't like the smell of pussy?
Yeah, no. They definitely sell candles like that too.
They do sell pussy scented candles.
Yeah.
You think when a guy lights a pussy scented candle, like it attracts like another woman to come in?
No, I think it attracts another man.
Yeah. Another guy just walks in. He just like wanders into your apartment.
It's like,
I don't even know why I'm here. I just
was
following
drawn
my
here.
nose.
Seemed like there was a lot of pussy in this room. Might be enough for me.
It's like the rehab for people that are like just complete perverts. They're like, I used to smell my neighbor's panties, but now I just light a pussy scented candle.
Dude, that's progress. That's progress.
Yeah,
That's like
I'm trying to think what else. Like, I don't know if it's a bad smell, but I love the smell of gas.
Oh, gas is so good. Gas is a good one.
Gas
and they
is
don't.
like
That's not like a candle. I feel like there's some people that don't, but like that's one that I feel like there's a
Those
decent,
people are insane.
there's a decent amount of people that are like, oh, that gasoline. You know what?
Yeah.
This is a little weird, but you know, if I had a like good workout, my pits don't smell good, but I'll go, ooh, yeah, good
You
job,
like
buddy.
to give yourself a sniff after a good
Yeah,
workout.
good job, buddy.
Yeah.
If
Do you
it-
do that if you don't shower for like a day or two?
Yeah, if I don't
You
shower
just like just get right in there. I gotta go take a shower.
Yeah, but I kind of enjoy it. I've never I'm not mad at my own armpit stench.
What would a smell be that you like?
Like my armpit.
Yeah.
My
Do you
armpit
sniff
smells
your balls after you scratch them?
every time, bro?
Yeah, dude.
Every time.
Hell yeah.
I would never miss.
You
that.
gotta give him a good old. It's not even like you want to. It's you have to.
You gotta know what's going
Yeah,
on down there.
you gotta know. You gotta be like, oh shit, do I need to wash?
And
You gotta-
also, when those get bad, I also kind of enjoy that smell.
yeah, you like
I
your
don't
own.
know what she's complaining
Everybody
about.
loves the smell of their own brand, though.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
we like the smell of our own nuts. Do you think you could pick your nut smell out in a lineup of nuts? I don't know if I could.
I don't know either. But
I would just get way too sidetracked. I'd be like, all these nuts smell beautiful.
I say after this podcast, we take a lap around the block. We're both in jeans, black jeans. We don't even have to like move too quick. We can kind of just nice pace walk. Take a lap around the block.
You gotta get your brother too, and then
Yeah.
we'll get
We'll
somebody
get Post-it
else.
notes.
We need to get John Brown over here. I think he
Dude,
lives
John,
in the
he-
falls,
he's
and then
close.
we're all just gonna run, and we'll put a little
Post-it note. Slap it
Post-it note.
on. Yeah, Post-it note.
I was gonna say like a rag or something.
Oh,
and then
I
we
got a
all
bunch of
get-
Post-it
yeah.
notes.
You're very insistent. It has to be a Post-it note.
No, it doesn't have to.
You
I
know
just don't have
why?
many
You know
rags.
why?
I don't have any
A
rags
Post-it
here
note
right
would
now.
work for you because you have clean-shaven nuts. You couldn't Post-it note a hairy nut sack.
Yeah, you could. You could dab the sweat up on there.
No,
And then we'll
it
stick
would
them on the
fall
table.
right off.
We'll stick it on the table.
I wonder if you could Post-it note your nuts.
You don't
Because-
think you don't think I could dab the sweat off with a Post-it note? The sticky side's on my fingers.
No, I was saying like you should throw the Post-it note on your nuts and then you run around.
Oh, that's
You know, it just soaks it right in.
okay. What if we got like ball-sized hair nets? Strapped them on there. Did a run. Put our hair nets on the table.
You know what
But
would be
wait, how are-
perfect for that? Remember when
We need
in
a judge- we
COVID?
need someone who knows.
Remember
which,
in
which hair
COVID
nets
when microphones all had those like microphone condoms?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for your nuts.
Perfect.
We could just go put microphone condoms over our nut sacks.
You think
run
John
around.
Brown's got a box of them?
Yeah, I was just anyone if you live in Cuyahoga Falls and listen to the Duke It Out podcast, we want to know if we can pick our nuts out in a lineup. So we're taking volunteers. For anyone who wants to put microphone condoms over your nuts, run a lap around and see if we could pick all the nuts out. Should there be a prize?
I think if you can pick your
What would the
I think if
prize
you can
be?
pick your own nuts out, you deserve a prize.
Like a can of Planters nuts,
Maybe,
like
but
some
like
salted nuts, a nice
salted, but like also like you like the ones with like honey on them, Or-
I'm mostly I like them like roasted,
like a roasted,
and
like a
salted.
sweet peanut. Though.
No,
Like,
I
you
don't-
don't like a sweet peanut?
Mm-mm.
That burp it probably sounded so weird in the microphone. it went out my nose and it kind of burned. It felt like this pouch that I have in with White Claw combined. It was interesting. My nose kind of hurts.
That sounds powerful.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of eye watering. So the camera just cut out. I gotta fix it. So I guess we're taking another pause. That's sad. We'll be back.
Is it not recording?
Yeah, and so we were talking about balls in a lineup before the format card was full on the camera, and we had to empty the format card.
In conclusion, I do not think that I could smell my nuts out of a lineup.
Would you do it though?
Would
you
I
try
do
it?
it? Would I give it a try?
What if I
Probably not.
What if for a video that you could get maybe 25 to 30 people to see?
You can get like a couple hundred views.
You could get some people to see it.
No.
We could take.
I'll never say never though. I'll never say
what if
never.
What if I gathered?
You put a grand prize together,
3 more guys will get a grand prize.
and I get a fucking
But like, what happens?
car.
What happens if like 3 dudes know their nuts smell real well, and me and you are just over here like,
oh my god, what if we picked each other's nuts?
we know each other's
Yeah.
smell. It was that asshole shaving. It couldn't help but take a whiff. What, you expect me not to take it in? Remember that smell? I'll never forget.
Yeah. Stuck in your brain. It's an idea now.
It's an idea, yeah. In like 3 months, it's gonna come back, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go like, oh, ah, oh, oh my gosh! I hope in 3 months in the shower, I'm just like, I'm shaving my asshole, and it brings back the memory of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got another.
You know what's
question.
gonna happen is you're gonna see someone get tickled, and they're gonna be like, "Eee, stop!" And then you're gonna be like, "That was Mickey when he was getting his nuts sucked."
Yes, I'll never forget.
Yeah. You'll see a little Asian kid getting tickled. Aye. What's the question?
I got a question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
What sport would be the best to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? Like you have to play at like a 0.8, like just over illegal driving, like a 1, you know, a 0.1.
So like a drunk version of a sport?
Yeah, what's the best
What's
sport?
the fighting, hands down.
Fighting to add.
Fuck yeah, dude. Think about it. 2 drunk people fighting, that happens all the time at bars. You like if
and
you got
shut it down and don't let us watch.
I think it would give some of the fighters more confidence. Like when we were talking about that fight that you watched recently, and
Yeah.
maybe someone was being a little bit too timid.
Yeah.
I think that if you got a few drinks in them, they might come out swinging. I think you would probably get more interesting fights if the fighters were just like tipsy, not
Okay.
like wasted, but just like tipsy. I don't think there's a better sport, really. Like, because like basketball, they would fucking miss. Football,
I think basketball would be funny.
dude. Basketball would be like funny, but it would just suck.
Football.
You
I
ever
don't think-
watch like a pickup basketball game and like no one's scoring and you're just like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah,
can
you
we-
gotta wait until someone
Yeah.
gets like an accidental.
Like, can we
layup.
get next, please? Because this is terrible.
You want to join my basketball team?
I'll play basketball with you.
I want to get together a team, and I want it to be
all
comedians.
white comics.
I want it to they don't have
We're
to
gonna
be all
be-
white. That
they're
was
gonna be
you.
terrible,
That was the haircut speaking.
If you put a basketball team together of all comics, you will have the fattest basketball team. Especially like Northeast Ohio comics. We're all just gonna be getting outrun by everybody.
I just want to play in some adult rec league in the falls, like this winter when the rec leagues come around. And I've been trying to get a group of comics together because I think it'd be funny. It'd be fun to play with comics.
Yeah. Keep me posted.
Funny
I'll
funny
let you
stop.
know.
Funny stop can buy our uniforms.
Oh my God, you could make the uniforms. That would be fun.
That would be fun. We're all number 69 and 420.
I'm trying to think what other sport would like. I don't know. I think fighting.
Fighting's probably up.
Fighting-
boxing. You know that combo.
Um,
Either of those two.
Probably the next. I don't know if you would count it a sport. Like racing, NASCAR or something.
No,
Like you'd want them to be
Motocross?
drunk. Yeah,
Motocross.
because everybody knows the best part of watching like nobody watches NASCAR, but if you are watching NASCAR, 9 times out of 10 it's someone crashing. And that is, I mean, you feel bad for the guy in the car, but that's a pretty fucking crazy scene to watch.
That's like, so we went to fights yesterday, and my girlfriend, she's real like sweet. So she's like, if someone like were to get into a fight at a bar, she's like, oh no, oh my gosh. But we're at the fights, and she's like, I want someone to get fucked up. I was like, okay, Jesus.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks because then there's that person that like you never want to be the guy that gets like fucked up. But amateur fights, dude, I always wonder like what the qualifications for an amateur fight would be. What, you just have to like make weight?
No, there's like a health check. You make weight, and if you're going into your first fight, right, it's on your coach talking to the person who's organizing the fight, whatever they're called, and they so your coach would say, hey, this person is fight ready, and some coaches put some people in who aren't fight ready.
Yeah, absolutely. That is like, that's up to their discretion.
After that, they know what your fights look like, and the commission, like whoever's running those fights, will be like, dude, you need like some serious training before you come back, or they'll be like, that was a close fight. Even if you lost, and you can come back, like whenever they'll book you again. Book you. Yeah. comedy. It's all comedy talk. Yeah, when you book the fight and he goes up for his set.
Yeah, and he bombs.
And he bombs his fucking set.
He gets knocked the fuck out.
But no, so yesterday she's waiting for someone to get fucked up. And then she leans over to me and she goes, this girl 2 seats in front of us is so annoying. Every fight, she's like this. She's saying these things. And she's like just pointing out this girl and how much this girl is annoying her. And she's like, she reminds me of this one girl who used to be my friend who's like just this pick-me girl. And she's like, I don't like her at all. This girl's boyfriend is a fighter. This girl's boyfriend goes into the ring and gets knocked out in like 30 seconds with a killer punch. Oh. And my girlfriend was like, it was
so happy that it was that guy in particular. She hated that girl so much. She's like, I hope your fucking boyfriend gets his face kneed in.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny because
she's like, that's what you get, bitch.
Seeing her from her like normal self to being like, yeah, I wanted that to happen.
Dude, there is an animalistic thing in all of us that enjoy watching fights.
Dude, when you see that guy get knocked out, the whole crowd, people who don't give a shit about this prelim amateur fight, like it's not even to like the main part of the fights. It's like there's 15 fights. It's like the first 5 fights. It's not even like people who have records yet.
Right.
And so, no one's like, everyone's drinking and talking, but when that dude gets knocked out, from everyone, it's this moment that's like, you cannot. And the funny thing was, they played the live stream on the projector at the venue, or on the screen at the venue. They actually had a nice screen, and it's a minute delayed. The dude wakes up, watches himself get slapped.
That's got to be an embarrassing feeling.
Imagine bombing
I wonder,
and coming off stage, and like you have to watch the replay.
You got to listen to your own jokes again. Yeah, with the crowd watching. It's like, that's how bad that comic sucked.
But they're laughing when you're off because of like how bad it was. That'd be great.
They don't get paid shit either, dude. That is like something that people do like for the love of the sport.
Especially at the amateur level, they only get paid with how many tickets they sell.
Yeah.
Until you're fighting for titles, you make a portion of everything. But you can be an amateur and be in amateur title fights and make a little scratch for showing up. But I mean, what if you don't have a lot of friends?
Yeah.
What if you're like a lone wolf fighter?
And you better be fucking good at fighting.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'd love to get back into the training. Actually, you say you've trained a little bit.
I do, but I don't think I think I am way too old to like want to start fighting. Like I'm 28, like that.
Well,
Like people that
you're
are
not gonna take a fight, but
yeah,
the
no, I
training, I
like
love
to
the
train.
training.
Yeah, the training is great. I like it because I
gotta
think it
make sure
helps
that's
with
vertical.
like yeah, it helps with like my mental states and shit. Like I'll notice if I don't go to the gym and like go do like boxing classes or like a kickboxing class or something like that. Like I'll be like angry and I'll have like I'll just be angry and depressed and I'll just be in like a shit mood.
Yeah.
But then I go there and I get off and I'm like I'm just such a better, nicer person afterwards.
So yeah, if I go and work out, I don't do training. I haven't done training in a while. I did a couple months of training.
Even hitting a heavy bag, it does. It's the only exercise that isn't boring to me. Like lifting weights is boring. Like
I like lifting,
it's
but, like,
okay,
my
but like I
dedication is
don't
whack.
like. It's okay to do it, but it's like it's not something that I like would look forward to doing. Like I like hitting things.
Yeah.
Like hitting things is just a new level of like fun.
It is. It really is. Dude,
It gets so much aggression out.
and we did this thing at the gym I went to where you like light jab for 30 seconds and then you go in and you do hooks as hard as you can and hold your breath for 30 seconds. And it was miserable. I was dying. I could barely catch up on my breath, and we'd be back into doing the hooks. Up close to the bag, we'd be jabbing and just doing 1-2 on the bag, just lightly punching the bag when you can breathe, holding your breath when you do the freaking hooks. And I was dying, but I was also having fun.
Yeah. It's a good time. Like any sort of like boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, anything like those they're fun to do.
Dude, and so like even with just like working out in general, I slack on my working out a lot, but I notice on any day that I go in, if I go in, I go do this cardio thing where I walk uphill for 30 minutes at like 3.3 miles an hour, 15% incline, and my knees are bad. So like if I run on the treadmill, my knees are aching, or if I run on the elliptical, my knees ache. But when I walk uphill, I can get my heart rate to 150. If I turn the speed up, as I go to try and get my heart rate up. But I can get my heart rate up super high and drip sweat from just walking uphill. And when I do that in a day, I complain a lot less like about like what happened at work or what happened here. Like I'm less stressed about everything. If I'm writing new comedy, if I'm telling new jokes, I always go and work out beforehand because then I worry less when I get to the stage.
Yeah, and I feel like because like I'll take my dogs on a walk and stuff. Like going on a walk is really good, I think, for joke writing. Because like you're doing
music
something,
either. No music.
yeah, just silence, and you're walking. Maybe you have an idea. You know, I think that like when even like I used to work this one job, and I was inside sales job. And they would want you on your feet and like pacing around. Like if you're on your feet and moving, I feel like you're mentally more aware of what you're like saying. Like it helps your like your thought process and everything too. Like I've definitely been on like a walk with my dog and then like had a random idea and it turned out to be a good joke.
Yeah, you're on a walk with your dog, hitting your vape pen, blowing it in its ear.
Yeah.
Hitting your dab pen, and you're like, I should tell jokes about getting my dog high.
Yeah. Exactly. Trying to think of, I can't think of an example of it. All my jokes are all just random ideas.
Yeah,
that end up as a notes in my phone.
Occasionally, by doing the podcast, I've come up with bits.
Yeah.
Like things that I've said during the podcast where I was like, well, that was a funny conversation starter. Where could I take this as a bit? And I've had, I think, one bit so far. I've only been doing it about a year, but I've had one bit come out of just podcast conversation. I was like, that could be funny. So podcasting can be a way too, because you're just bullshitting. You're trying to just keep an entertaining conversation going, and you come up with some conversation starter, and you're like, well, that's actually a good premise.
Yeah.
it's podcasting is I feel like a pretty good way to do some comedy as well. I wish I could solo podcast, but I just stare at the camera and sound like a dumbass. I've tried it a couple of times. They're saved on my computer somewhere and they're not good.
Well, you don't have to worry because we sound really intelligent today. So both of us do not sound like dumbasses.
Yeah,
It's not like we came up with a contest where we put microphone condoms on our nuts to find out if our nuts would, if we could pick our nuts out in a lineup, or talked about a gay parade with the boys.
The Gay Boys Parade.
The gay boys parade with the Nelk boys.
With the Nelk Boys, with Joe Rogan
the-
live
yeah.
podcasting with Alex Jones.
What's the can like they have like their own like seltzer that they Happy Dad I think or something.
Happy Dad's their
Yeah.
seltzer. I've never,
It's something like that.
dude. Can you imagine me being a guy who sat in a dorm room watching Nelk videos?
Fuck yeah.
Because I was.
Yeah, I totally see you as that person.
Oh my gosh! And then the thing was, I'm such a dumbass. I'm like, I should totally drink beer in class now.
That's like the weird thing, man.
You graduate
you
college?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. That sounds fun.
It doesn't matter. Like even with them, like maybe they graduated or whatever. I'm not exactly sure, but like you just kind of make videos of fucking around and then like it makes a shit ton of money. Then they have like they're all their like side businesses and everything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's like people with like PhDs who just like don't do shit. Like it's all relative.
It's
like
on the
I
individual.
think
Yeah,
like if
the
you're like an
individual.
engineer
Mm-hmm.
or like if you're trying to get like become like a doctor or a nurse or really it's like those really an
Medical?
accountant,
Accounting, financial,
Medical.
financial, and then like engineering.
Financial is a gray area though because you could definitely become a financial advisor without a degree. You just got to get like the certificates and stuff. Same thing with like insurance and all that bullshit, mortgages. You don't need it.
I went to school for marketing/entrepreneurship, major in marketing, minor in entrepreneurship. And my entrepreneurship professor, I went in and I was like telling him like these different ideas, and he was like, "Well, why wouldn't you try and build these websites?" And I was like, "I don't know how to build websites." He goes, "Well, maybe you should try and learn how to build websites and not try and go to college." I was like,
He's like-
"Really?" And then I came home and started a podcast where I talk about my penis.
Yeah.
Progress.
You didn't even listen to your professor.
Progress.
I get it, dude, but it's fucking all that shit's. Dude, my degree is organizational supervision.
Organizational supervision.
It was mumbo jumbo for business management.
Oh,
I
nice.
lie and I say business management all the time, but yeah, it was basically so I went to college. I wanted to be like a firefighter and EMT, and then I got through the EMT portion. Failed my EMT test because I didn't take it for like 2 years, and when I did like. I was majoring. It was like an associate's. It was like a fire EMT thing at Akron, and I went on the ride-alongs and stuff, and I was like, so basically, being a firefighter, in essence, which I respect all firefighters, you guys are necessary. I love you,
Somebody has to fight those
but
fires.
70 to 80% of that job is just waking up heroin addicts
That's
for like $50,000 a year.
yeah, but like also,
And it's just I mean
Without heroin
different fire departments, but and
without
here's the
heroin
thing.
that's a if you look at that positively, heroin addicts are putting a job. They're putting good wages in the hands
Heroin
of firefighters.
addicts are creating jobs.
Heroin addicts are creating jobs.
That's what you're trying to say, which
Yes.
is just a fucking hilarious idea. What a great I take it back. Heroin addicts keep doing heroin. Get those firefighters some jobs.
We need. Yes, fires don't happen all the time. They need something else to do.
God, dude, that's hilarious.
You
I
gotta
was
look on the
gonna,
bright side.
yeah, you gotta, because I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just wake up heroin addicts and go to and then paramedic school sounded like a nightmare. So then I went back to Akron. I was like, what is another degree that I could get? I originally wanted to go to nursing and something medical. And they're like, well, if you do nursing, you got to completely restart. I was like, how do I get out of here as fast as possible? And they're like, organizational supervision. I was like, all right, I'll do that.
Yeah. That's probably that's a good method.
They totally made that degree up because they had all these people with these random credits, and they're like, how the fuck do I get out of college without restarting my life again? And that's what that was. So
dude, if I ever go back to college, I think we'll have the same degree.
yeah. You definitely will.
Dude, we'll be organizational supervisors, and we will organize a nut smelling contest.
Yeah.
And we will supervise.
Or maybe we'll just organize a heroin ring and supervise all the addicts to shoot up just enough to keep firefighters employed.
Keep firefighters. No, we need to keep the firefighters, dude. What if a fire happens and there's no firefighters? We need heroin to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So we're here fighting the good fight, keeping people
This
blissful.
is probably the best joke idea you have ever had, Duke. Encouraging people to do heroin so that firefighters could have jobs.
Dude, firefighters.
If you
need
don't
jobs.
do that on stage, I will. I'm gonna
I'll try. I'll come up with something.
You fucking better.
Oh my god, dude, firefighters
That
need
is-
jobs.
That is the best way to look at that.
You have to look at the bright side.
You
of things.
really do. You're such an optimistic person. I'm the opposite, dude. I sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, can we just go fucking burn down a bunch of buildings?
Dude, yeah, but I encourage that as well. I'm an optimist. You know?
Yeah.
We need to encourage every side of the human of the human experience. We need to riot. We need to burn. We need to do heroin. We need to do all the drugs. We need to keep people. We need to keep people as people. We can't give up our ancient history of burning down cities and.
Well, drugs are a part of human culture,
Yes.
you know?
We need to keep doing drugs that kill us, and we need to keep burning down cities, or else humans won't be human anymore. And we're just going to turn into these AI robot people, and I don't want that. I'm pro-human. I'm team human. So I want us to keep doing what we're doing well. We are good at drugs. We love doing drugs, and we love burning shit down.
I think that robots are totally going to take over.
Robots are. We're done.
You know how it's going to start?
When a robot starts a podcast, I'm fucked.
Yeah. A robot podcast.
Takes my 35
I think
listeners.
comedy would be the only thing that maybe automated intelligence will never be able to write good jokes or be funny. I don't know
dude,
if
they're just
it
trying
would
to
ever
make
be that
robots
advanced.
laugh, we won't be that relatable to robots.
Have you ever seen those videos that are a robot wrote this comedy segment or this
I
comedy
haven't
and they're
I haven't
just
seen
terrible.
comedy. I've seen short stories, and I've seen some good short stories though from a computer.
You know what I think is going to happen? I think everyone's going to stop wanting to be cops. And
RoboCop.
there's going to be RoboCops.
Oh my god.
And that's how they're going to take over.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to start implementing them into the cops, and then they're going to just start banding together.
Oh. We're
We're
have
going
to
to
make
have
the RoboCops
RoboCops.
like human cops though. We need them. We need the human. I'm pro-human.
You're right. We need to make sure that the RoboCops are also racist.
Yes.
We need racist RoboCops.
Racist RoboCops.
That's going to be our new band, everybody.
Racist RoboCops.
I'm playing the bass.
You're playing bass.
You're playing the drums.
I'll play drums. I got drums.
Yeah, I totally believe that.
I'd totally.
And
play drums.
we're gonna have a punk band. It's gonna be called Racist RoboCop. All of our merch is gonna just look like the shirt I'm wearing right now. It's like this cop that's on fire pulling over this kid. And it's gonna be like. It's gonna be like that RoboCop scene where they shoot
Yeah, but it's
all
a
the.
RoboCop. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
It's a RoboCop on the shirt.
You know that RoboCop scene where the guy gets shot like 1,000,000 times? Yeah, that'll just be like Jalen Walker instead.
RoboCop.
Racist RoboCop.
Racist RoboCop. Our first concert is going to be probably late September. It's we got to get some stuff together.
It's gonna be at Annabelle's.
be at Annabelle's.
Racist RoboCop opening up for Scumfuck.
And We're opening up for Scumfuck. Who the fuck is Scumfuck?
I don't know. I just thought that sounded like a
Good
punk
band.
yeah.
I was hoping we'd be opening for like the Insane Clown Posse or something. That'd be cool.
For our first show? No, we got to work our way in there.
That's our goal. That's
we
our
got to
end
start
goal.
painting our faces.
Oh, we paint.
Wait.
We paint our whole bodies.
No.
Drag.
We paint our assholes.
We paint our assholes.
Freshly shaven assholes.
Sorry, I've been wanting to do drag. My bad.
Yeah.
I had this conversation yesterday, and everyone, I was literally with like my brothers and my girlfriend, and they were all like, "Yeah, you'd probably be the one to do drag," and I was like, "I mean, I wouldn't not do it."
Would your butthole be Violent J or Shaggy Too Dope? Shitty Too Dope or
Violent D.
Violent B.
Violent B.
That's a violent butthole.
Yeah, I was going diarrhea.
I'm just gonna go diarrhea.
Yeah, Violent D. Yeah, Violent
A.
Violent A.
Violent Anus.
Violent Anus.
It's because it sounds like J. Violent A.
I think I'll take
Shitty Too Dope.
I think I'll go Violent A.
Violent A?
Yeah.
I'll have the Shitty Too Dope
You'd be
asshole.
Shitty Too Dope.
We'll paint our assholes like their faces.
Yeah, and like in our music video, it's like our assholes are singing.
Yeah. And in real life, we're just shitting on the microphones and farting.
Racist RoboCop live end of September.
We'll be at Annabelle's.
Okay, we're getting towards the end here. We got to start wrapping up. So, where is your like regular week in comedy? Where can people go see you on a normal week?
So on Tuesdays, I usually go to Judd's. So that's in Lakewood, off of Madison. David Horning and Brian Sternick run that one. Wednesdays, LVT. That's Jimmy Killius for now. Until he decides that he wants to stop doing charity work for everybody and running the longest open mic in Cleveland. Thursdays, I usually go to High and Dry. That's Bill Squire's show at High and Dry. And occasionally I'll go to like Hatfields. Or I know that a new mic started, Crowbar. So.
Yeah, I heard about that. I just heard about.
Oh,
that last
also
week.
All Saints on Wednesdays. I'll do All Saints every once in a while. I haven't done it as much lately, but that's a really good spot. Then weekends would be either Funny Stop, occasionally Hilarities, and rarely in the Improv, but
occasionally Hilarities, rarely the Improv.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
That's
Sometimes they need a white host that they want to throw into the shark infested waters.
And for the local Akron people, you do have a show that everyone could come to where you're featuring.
Oh yeah, Funny Stop, Bill Squire. Featuring, I think that's September 2nd and 3rd.
September 2nd and 3rd. That's gonna be a good show. Him and Bill Squire featuring. Do you know who's hosting yet?
Gabe Geary, I think, is going to be hosting.
That's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
That's a stacked lineup.
And then Martin Malloy is also going to be doing time, so he's always a good time.
That's amazing. Marty?
He's going to be hard to follow. He's going to probably do between Gabe and then it's going to be Martin Malloy than me. Because he is so...
He's so funny.
Fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
I've never seen him go up and like have a... like. He goes up and he just murders. Does he? He doesn't even take the mic out of the mic stand sometimes and murders.
Yeah, because then he has to do his his shuffle. He has to do the Marty shuffle.
The Marty shuffle.
He does his jokes like that.
Dude, that's gonna be such a good show. If you guys can make it out to that show, I'll be out at that show, and I'll probably like offer to blow someone for a guest spot, but it's not gonna happen. So
if you can't make it to that show, Racist RoboCop is still playing.
Racist RoboCop
with Violent A and Shitty Too Dope.
Dude, should we move it from Annabelle's to the Red Fox? The Red Fox could be a great venue for that show.
I think Annabelle's has more of a statement.
Yeah, Annabelle's is a good. Let's do Annabelle's. We're gonna be at Annabelle's. Go see that show though. That's gonna be such a good show. I'm not doing a guest spot. I was lying about that. I will probably.
You might do a guest spot. Just show up.
I'll be.
I'll vouch for you. Even though Pete hates me, I'll be like, give Duke a spot.
No,
shut up.
I don't
Pete.
need a guest spot. If Pete gives me one, Pete gives me one. I blow him all the time. It's all that you can try and do to get guest spots around now, around this time. No, there's too many guest spots from what I've heard from headliners. I actually have been talking to some. I talked to some headliners this week.
I don't know why like they get all fucking butthurt about it. You know, it's
one or two.
like,
They said 1 or 2's fine.
I was gonna say,
Pete
yeah.
should stop doing 4 or 5. He'll do 4 or 5 sometimes.
Oh, that is excessive.
And
no more than 2 guest spots. But like, honestly, I mean, you're still getting the same amount of money, and you're just doing less time.
Yeah,
I would look at it.
I do agree, though.
I love
I want the show to be as
slacking
best as
off.
possible. I want the show to be good, though.
I love slacking off. That's my favorite thing to do.
I also,
Like,
I mean, you are in sales.
Yeah, I love
You
not
make all your sales
working. the
first half of the month, and the second half of the month, you're like, I met my quota. Let me sit back and wait for call-ins.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. I honestly like, because if you have a couple guest spots, you got. I do think two's a good limit. But,
2's a good limit. I agree with that. That's where I'm at.
but I know some people that that'll do like no guest spots, and it's just like, okay, man, like you really maybe I get it.
I also am okay with like, I think I respect if a feature's like no guest spots from the club owner. I want to pick the guest spots.
How
if
would
you're
they
local
do that?
though, if you're local, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to.
If
be
you're
local.
if you know some people though, I feel like they can pick the best who's gonna make their show the best possible.
There's a error message or something.
Oh, yep. Maximum recording time has been reached. We're good. All right, let's. I guess I'll give my plug and close out. Whatever. The camera wants to shut off on us. Yeah.
Fucking camera.
I do the Funny Stop pretty much every Wednesday, but I'm actually gonna be rotating Wednesdays between Funny Stop and LVT. No one tell Pete. So, don't tell Pete I'm going to LVT on the other Wednesdays. Okay, just I'm busy with pregnancy. That's what I'm. No, I'll be at.
What's your pregnant girlfriend like to eat? Like, what's like the weird shit that she's into?
Shoot, I mean,
Does she have like cravings of shit?
She just wants ice cream a lot, which isn't too weird. And
my girlfriend loves ice cream.
But like, she'll be into like a random restaurant for like 5 days. Like she was into Subway for 5 days last week, and now she's like, I will never not fuck Subway. I'm done with Subway. But
it's got to be so fucking weird having like a being growing inside you.
It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird to watch.
I feel like they like, from what I've heard, like girls like to get like weird food cravings.
Yeah,
like there was this
it's very specific.
one person that told me that his wife
weird.
liked jalapenos and chocolate.
Yeah,
it's just like it's weird, like jalapeno poppers and chocolate.
She hasn't got too weird yet. There's something that I have like a reference to, but all of her food cravings have become very, very specific. Like it's an exact item, an exact thing. It's not like, oh, I'm feeling Mexican.
Yeah,
that's gone. She's now like,
I
specific.
need this restaurant,
this item, and if they're out of it, holy fuck. If they're closed, what am I gonna do? Break in and make one?
Yeah.
But yeah,
you're just gonna have to get yelled at.
Yeah,
that's really what.
And I've been still shaving my balls and asshole.
Maybe one day she'll have a craving
for some balls.
To suck some shaved balls. I hope she does for like 5 days instead of Subway.
Yes.
She just sucks your shaved nuts.
Yes.
And hopefully she's not like, I'd never want these again. She's done with the craving.
No, that's fine. I'll take 5 days.
5 days?
Yeah.
This would be the best 5 days of your life.
Yeah. Come see the show on the 2nd and 3rd. Come see me on Wednesdays, and I don't know, follow me on Instagram if you want to see the other shows. It's so random on the other shows I do. So follow me on Instagram, follow Miki, go ahead, shout out your social media. I'll put your socials in the description.
It is Instagram, and then like I guess I have a TikTok, but I don't really like count that I have a TikTok. I have like 98 followers. It's Miki Janosi, MikiJanosi. And I'll post funny content from time to time. I've got some good jokes. I'd like to believe so.
So follow Miki on Instagram. Subscribe to the show if you're listening on YouTube.
Suck Dude Watson's nuts because he's been shaving them.
I've been shaving them for years. If you're listening, follow the podcast on Spotify or Apple Music. And, thank you guys for listening or whatever. Enjoy yourself.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone and anyone who listened to this.
Anyone who's made it to this point.
Even if it's just random bots. Thank you, bots, for listening.
Yeah. If you're here, if you're at this point, you're my friend.
We can't wait till you become racist RoboCops.
Yeah, racist RoboCop fans, you'll be there. Thanks, guys.